Hey, hey, hey. Smoke weed every day. Happy holiday to y'all. You know what I'm saying? What's cracking lacking? What's Gucci? Hey. Just trying to wrap up these little second session readings before I get into Wild Hour Wednesday tomorrow, which is the karmic reads and stuff like that. So finna knock out Twin Flames and Separation now and get to Twin Flames and Union, Reunion, and Recognition in the next reading. It probably might be up another title, maybe Twin Flames and Cahoots or something like that. Whatever title I had last time, I'm going to give it this time. So I'm try to definitely, not try, I'm going to definitely keep this brisk. So, it's going to be a lot of information coming at y'all. Thank God you can stop it, fast forward, you know what I mean, do whatever you need to do to get this message. I'm anxious to see what these new weeks and new readings are going to be. As always, we got the Divine Feminine in the top row, Divine Masculine at the bottom row. These are direct energies that's going in between you two. It's separately, but you both intertwine like the infinity that you are. Overall energy is fairly important, and its relation to both the masculine and the feminine. Bottom line is very important, and that pertains to the masculine and the feminine. Do the head, shoulders, knees, and toes rant, and we will begin. Head, that's swords. Thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology, the direction you going, the decisions you making. It's your mental state, your mentality. You know what I'm saying? Whatever's in here. It's all your sword. Your body's a temple, but your sword, your mind, your brain, your thought, your consciousness is the doorway. Cups. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators of where you're going mentally. Your heart and mind must be aligned. Who rules the heart and mind department? The Divine Feminine. Then you have the wands, which are the knees. Knees, wands, are things you're doing or things you've done. Not things you finna do, because what you finna do don't really mean anything. Actions and behavior, that's what wands are. It's also the current motion or being in the present. Pentacles. Pentacles are persons, places, and things. Shit you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. And guess what? All pentacles expire. All of them. Because we live in the third dimension. We're in this third dimension. Everything expires. And Zion, fourth, fifth dimension, heaven, that's a whole nother realm. So, let's get with it. First card in this message, we got the Nine of Cups. This pertains to both the masculine and the feminine. This is the separation reading. We got miracles, which the Nine of Cups is. Dreams come true and wishes granted. A wish granted, a miracle, something that you want to happen, that's how you feel. Because it could have happened anyway, but if you wasn't feeling nothing about what was happening, it wouldn't have this type of significance to you, if you dig what I'm saying. Clarifying that Nine of Cups, we got the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is awareness or answers. You didn't know if someone liked you, you have the answer. You didn't know if this was the person you should really invest your time, energy, and resources into. You got the answer to that. Is this a true friend? You got the answer to that. Is this true love? You got the answer to that. Is this the right move to make as far as business and commerce and shit like that? Yes, you get your answers. You know what I mean? Ace of Wands is also the first step, the first motion, the first change of behavior that's going to aid for align with this dream come true, this wish granted, or this miracle that's happened on your behalf. Overall energy, which is fairly important. Masculine, feminine. You guys are the same through and through. Twins are just reflections. So what you are feminine, your masculine is. What your masculine does, feminine, you do. The only thing that's skewed is the relation between you two. Like I say, it's in the mirror. In the mirror, my right hand, it's a ring on my right hand, but in the mirror, it'll be a ring on my left hand, which makes it look like I'm married when I'm not. It's just an inverted image. You know what I mean? Little things like that, just from a switch. That's how problems arise. That's how triggers happen. That's how misunderstanding happens, through the mirror. You know what I mean? Best thing you can do, Divine Feminine, as a Divine Feminine, because, your role is just a little bit more up, more than the masculine. And I'm going to dive into that when I get to it, because you do got the Three of Wands out here. Just saying all this to say this. Make sure your heart and mind is aligned with what you want, feminine. You know what I mean? People ask me all the time, well, how do I know it's right? How do I know when divine timing is and stuff like that? It's just, you can be ready, but your divine counterpart might not be. Your divine counterpart might be ready and you might not be. You might not be. You both got to be ready. And then it ain't just you two being ready. You two can be ready all day. But like I say, life got to be in the play for things to happen. It's just the equivalent of you two finally coming as one. You two finally your dreams come true, which is granted. 9 of Cups. It's like you guys finally get to be with each other, but it's like, I don't know, the world goes to shit. To where it ain't about building a life now. It ain't about what the hell y'all plan on doing, because now the shit didn't hit the fan and it's like, damn, so we fall in love, the world want to end type shit. Like, I'm using it as an analogy, but it's like that. I said the world's going to end. I'm just saying, you two got to be aligned, okay? If you have, like, feminine, if you just want a relationship with your masculine, and it just so happen your masculine want a relationship with you, it can happen, okay? And it's going to happen. You just need to be aware that it's happening, and you know what I'm saying, just let it happen. Bottom line, more important than anything, we got the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is temporary endings. Ten of Swords is a permanent ending. That's something that's going bye-bye. That's something that's a wrap. It's something that you couldn't prevent. It's something that's outside your hands. Ten of Swords is. Ten of Wands is, like I said, an ending that you made happen before the end. It's like, I don't know. You get an ugly feeling that this test run that you finna do with this new flight machine, it's like a new machine that's learning how to fly, or some new energy that's being created. It's like the test series. You know what I mean? You're a little skeptical about it. According to your like calculations and shit, this ain't gonna fly. This is gonna blow up. This is going to be bad. It ain't gonna be good. They tell you no. This is gonna work. No one's gonna get hurt, and it's like, all right, whatever. You choose to do the test in a whole other place. It's like according to your calculations, you shouldn't be like 30 meters near whatever this is they finna fly, or whatever this is they finna test. And it's like you go 50 meters back. They do the test, it blows up just like you figured, and you're just like, man, thank God I wasn't in the way of the test site. Thank God I didn't buy into what the fuck y'all was buying into. Otherwise, I'd have been Ten of Swords, dead or lost cause like everybody else who put faith in something that in your heart you knew wasn't it, because you know shit. If that makes any fucking sense. Clarifying that to the Wands, we got the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is purpose. Three of Wands is path. That's evolution. Three of Wands is also the Divine Feminine's role. What's the Divine Feminine's role? To go from point A to point C. To take people from point A to point C. Three of Wands is, like I say, being a fisherman, teaching people how to fish. The average person knows how to fish. The average person comes to you for fish. That's Two of Wands. You have a living of basically catching fish for people. That's making ends meet. People don't know how to fish. They come to you for fish. They make ends meet doing that way. You just happen to know how to fish. You need money. You working, getting fish for other people for money. Three of Wands is you teaching other people how to fish, so they ain't got to come to you for fish. Yeah, you lose that money of that person coming to you because they depended on you, but what you do is set them free. And like I said, you create a school for teaching everybody how to fish in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Just like fish in abundance of the sea. It's an unlimited amount of pupils you can teach. And PMD, put game to, things of that sort. So like I said, the greater good. Bottom line looks just like the greater good. You stop at something for purpose. You stop at something for the greater good. You're getting moved in a whole different direction. It's like you got the opportunity to go this way. It's like, you know what? I appreciate, this job that want to hire you. This relationship where this, feminine or masculine is showing interest in you. It's just like stopping a good thing. Ten of Swords is, like I said, it's a temporary ending. It's something you personally pumping the brakes on. It's ending something you was passionate about. It sucks that you're gonna have to lay something down or scrap something, or not. You're not giving up on this relationship or giving up on what the fuck you're stopping doing. It's just, this is a better opportunity. It's like you breaking your back, trying to, I don't know, create a business, a home business. And it's like, it just ain't working out. You ain't got no customers, climate changed. It's like, it's just not working out. You spending more money than you getting out. And it's like, in the midst of you trying to do it your own way, which is good, you can always, Ten of Wands, pump the brakes on it. You get offered a job making 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? They only want you to do it for a year or two. A year guaranteed, hopefully for the second year with maybe higher figures. And it's like, the money I could spend doing this shit just from pumping the brakes on my business, by the time I do my little bid with this company, I had the money to fund everything I was trying to get without nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of swag. You're very passionate about what you're doing, but like When opportunity knock, drop what you're doing and go with it. Going back to overall energy, 9 of Cups, that's wishes granted. Dreams come true. Miracles. When miracles happen, shit, you act on them. Ace of Wands, clarify the 9 of Cups. When miracles happen, act on it. When dreams come true, shit, move with it. So, masculine, you're going to have to stop something that you're doing. Yeah, you were passionate about it. Yeah, it seemed like, you know, it was growing legs, whatever you was working on. But you got to leave this alone. Why? It just ain't going to help your greater good. It just ain't going to help you in the long run. It just ain't going to be fulfilling what you're doing here. You know, when destiny calls, when God calls, when divine love calls, you answer to the call of duty. You know what I'm saying? So, coming to this thing, divine feminine, you got the 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups in my deck is distractions. People who revolve around you, like family, children, parents. This is you. These are the people who revolve around you, like planets do a sun, or moons do a planet. Your kids need you. If you fall off the face of the earth, your kids gonna fall off. If you fucked up, the kids fucked up. They're attached to you in a way that's like an orbit. And you got, like I said, your parents. It ain't just your kids. You're somebody else's kid. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got more than one satellite revolving. And what do satellites do when they revolve? They perturb orbits. They pull gravitational things out of line. You know what I mean? If not in order, perfect sync, shit can get out of hand for all parties. 3 of Cups is also, like I say, the step after 2 of Cups, the Lover's card. You know, the Lovers is just 2 people in love, 2 people in a situation, 2 people getting to know each other, 2 people building a life together, okay? You can have love, 2 of Cups, all motherfucking day, but guess what? Your lover got family. Your lover has kids. Your lover has other things. So it ain't like you're just in a relationship with your lover. You're in a relationship with your lover and their family who probably don't like you. You probably got your lover probably has, like I say, a baby daddy that's in her life due to their kid, but the baby daddy ain't got shit to do with you. It's kind of like he in a way, but he really not. He could be a she could be a he. You know how we rocking. Like, whenever you're in love, you're going to have to learn how to respect your lover's friends, your lover's family, your lover's things, because they're loved too by other people other than you. It's a lesson. Children, you can have children, but like I say, your children are going to grow. They're going to get second mothers. They're going to get girlfriends. They're going to get people that's not going to pull your son or your daughter away from you. It's just they have to live their own lives. They have to have their own friends. Some of their friends you're not going to like. Some of their friends you're not going to really tolerate. You feel me? But you're going to have to let them be free the way you was free. And when nobody holding you back when you was coming up as a shorty, don't put clamps on your shorties just because you feel you can. Like, you're going to have to learn how to love the people you love with the people they love. It's just a lesson, you know, feminine. So how it relates to you in this situation here, separation. When you spend time away from your masculine, you recognize all you missing. Shit you used to hate about your divine masculine, you're going to start missing. Things that used to trigger you about your divine masculine don't trigger you anymore. Like, it's just a shift. It's like things did a 180. Absence makes the heart fonder. Like, you know, you was heated. You cooled off and really looking at the situation for what it really is, and you see things different. Like, 3 of Cups, feminine, that's what you want. You're starting to really recognize that it's more than you. It's more shit in this Twin Flame demo than just you. It's outside situations. Like I say, your masculine has family. Your masculine has drama and shit that he goes through. Whatever the fuck you're going through, your masculine's going through too. And since you're a divine and shit's hard for you times 2, he's a divine too. So it's the same shit. The same shit. Not saying cut your masculine some super slack. I'm just saying, be very mindful that other people got problems. Other people got drama. Other people got situations. Other people are trying to find themselves here. It ain't just you, feminine. You know, it ain't just you. Masculine, he's coming to the situation a step above where you're at. You're at the 3 of Cups. You know, learning to accept your lovers and their friends, your lovers and their past, your lover and all of them that's included in them. 4 of Cups, that's the world. What is the world? third dimension, a temporary space and time where everything expires. It's the expiration date of everything in this world. Even the world itself has an expiration date. Now, the world is what you make it, because the world are cups. What are cups? Feelings and emotions. Indicators on where you're going mentally. The world is what you feel it is. And masculine, you had it in the last week's energy or even in the last week's reading. You're going to bring it in this one. You're looking at the world different, masculine. You see the world completely different from what the fuck you thought it was. You see the real world. And what's the real world? Zion for fifth dimension. You know, by going to the real world, like I said, divine's moving in infinity. You do shit in the world, but you do shit in Zion. So you've been in the world so much, you thought the world, this was the world. In reality, you see the world for what it really is in the real world. Like I say, this place we live on is a matrix. It's a plantation. It's a crab bucket. It's false. It's fake. It's not anything what we were taught it was. It's not anything that we think. You know, us older generations, 80s babies on down, we all have like a Disney way of looking at life. We all care. We all have feelings and morals and codes and shit. You know what I mean? We old school. That's what the fuck old school is. It's just having codes, having old tradition and shit. Like I say, you have codes. You have morals. You have shit that the world don't have. Like, world recognize real, and the world look unfamiliar. It ain't just the world that's looking unfamiliar, it's the people in the world that look unfamiliar. So not only is your view on the world changing, your view on the people in the world are changing. For the best. For the best. Moving on. Feminine. You in regards to yourself personally, we got the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is communication. That's text messages, emails, letters. It could be expression like song, poems, art, channeling, broadcast, whatever. Eight of Wands, something you need to communicate, feminine. What is that? It's a message you need to relay. And it's got a lot to do with the Queen of Swords energy. Queen of Swords is the Lucy Liu card. Queen of Swords is being 10 toes the fuck down on what mental direction you're going in. It's just moving in a way that everybody know you serious, so they getting out your way. It's like you in the club mad as hell with your whole crew behind you and you just bust through the door. People are going to move out your way. They don't know what the fuck's going on. You're walking full steam ahead, so obviously you got some agenda going on. They're just going to fall back and see what you're going to do because shit, the way you sworden, moving, the direction, decisions you're making right now, it seems like you're very 10 toes the fuck down on what mental direction you're going in, so I'm going to stay out your way. It's like Shaq coming in for a dunk. You just want to get the fuck out of his way. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you're going to communicate, feminine, it's going to be like a declaration. It's going to kind of be like a statement. This is called making a statement. Feminine, you're going to make a statement. Somebody needs to say it. You're going to say it and not give a fuck what the consequences is for saying it. This is, like I said, spilling the beans. You know, or like I like to say, coming out the bag. You know, eventually, as a twin, you're going to have to tell your twin that they're a twin. You know, you have to count the bag. Hey, I'm a divine feminine, you're a divine masculine, we're twins. These are the signs of synchronicities that make me believe that you are the one. We have all this in common, and given, what we talk about and stuff like that. So, I'm drawn to you by just some way. I don't know why I'm drawn to you in a process of me trying to make sense of what the fuck we are. I stumbled on this. This makes a lot of sense. What you think about it? Or, yeah, you gotta ask them what you think about it. Just tell them. He could be a she could be a he. You know how we rocking. Like, that has to happen between twins at some point. All it's gonna do is probably gonna result in a separation. Your twin gonna fucking think you crazy. That you smoking something, that you taking this tarot and psychic shit just a little too far. Like, it's gonna be backlash from it. You know what I'm saying? But it's your twin. They're always gonna come back. It's your twin. They're always gonna forgive you. It's your twin. They're always gonna get it. It's not gonna be too long. The separation is gonna be. It's not gonna be too crazy. Some situations vary more than others. But I'm saying all this shit to say this. Like, you the thinker who thinks the thoughts that makes the things. Queen of Swords is also you doing everything in your fucking power to say what needs to be said, to speak. All twins go through that too. Like I say, you can feel separation. You feel when your twin is pulling all the way back. You feel when The thrill is gone. You feel when that connection is like different. You feel me? You know when it's like crunch time, and it's just like saying what needs to be said. So just in case y'all end up in separation anyway, you got it off your chest. And it was you who created the atmosphere for truth to get told, or create the atmosphere for emotions to get shown around this motherfucker, or create the atmosphere for love to be expressed. Because your masculine gonna do what you do. So the process of you saying all that has to be said, doing everything you can do. You know, just doing everything you can do. You know what I mean? The reaction to that, the masculine in regards to you, is the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is self-love, self-care, self-admiration, self-realization, self-identification. You know, it goes back to the whole monkey see, monkey do shit. By you expressing yourself, by you letting cats out bags, by you keeping it real, by you creating an atmosphere for truth to get told around this motherfucker, by you being vulnerable, by you jumping out the window and on your ass for love, for your masculine and shit. Masculines, the shit you doing gonna make the masculine look at himself. And shit my masculine went through with me. It's like knocking out the bag with my twin. Yo, what the fuck would make him say some shit like that? Like, why he even coming at me like that? What is this twin flame shit? Why is he so fucking hell bent on this shit? Why is he trying to make this shit me? Like, it was just a lot of whys. Like, nigga, are you crazy? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, he questioning me, like, he questioning my mental health. Like, my reality, sense of reality. You know what I'm saying? My sense of entitlement and insecurities and shit. Like, in the process of him ace of cupping, like me, like, wondering if I'm okay from shit that I'm saying, or if maybe I ain't get hugged enough or some goofy ass shit. Like, it's got to be some complex to make you cling to me or come at me some like this. This is all my masculine sticking and saying and shit. You know, something wrong with you, boy, for you to come at me with this shit. You know, and in the midst of him like, hey, for analyzing my health, my emotions, boy, you too emotional. You a man. Like, what the fuck is you doing? Man, you ain't supposed to be talking too much, nigga. Like, you a man. Like, what the fuck? Like, in the process, him like trying to understand me and what's going on with me inside, it made him take a look at him inside. Well, I'm not emotional. I'm not gonna just speak with so my heart and shit like that. Like, I don't, you know, the shit I do, he don't do. The reflection, we're the same but different. What I do, he don't. But when I do the shit that I do, it makes him look at shit. Like, okay, why do I don't do it? Why is it cool for him to do it, but me not to do it? Why am I looking at him for being less than what he is, for keeping it true, or for saying what's on his heart? Like, maybe I'm coming at it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you do, feminine, like I say, your masculine is gonna find himself or see himself in it. So whatever needs to be said, feminine, say it. Whatever you need to show it. Whatever you need to do it. Whatever direction you're going, just go in that direction. You know what I'm saying? So your masculine got something to go off of. Keep it moving. Feminine, you in regards to the masculine, we got the full card. Full card is being in a whole new world like Aladdin. Full card is being unaware of something. Or the full card is acting foolish. Why is the full card out here? More smoke, we got the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is fear. You know, Ace to Tens is karmic cycles. Knights, queens, kings, and things are divine realms. Fear is in the divine realms of your swords. Thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology. What's fear? Fear is a step after the Ten of Swords, which is death or a permanent ending. This is being mentally discombobulated from a death or a permanent ending. It's okay to be mentally discombobulated from death, to be fucked up from a death. It's the death. Like, it was fucked up. Like, you don't plan on this shit, but it happens. Like, whether it affects you directly or indirectly, whether it's somebody across the street or somebody on TV that's a celebrity. Like, you could be mentally discombobulated from death. Just don't be stuck on death. Mourn who you need to mourn and move on. Just don't be stuck there. They died and they moved on. It don't make sense for them to die and you're mentally, because it's sword, stuck on that death to where you can't proceed no more in life. You know, that's mental. Fear is making decisions without crossing your T's and dotting your I's. Why? From the full card, from being unaware. So, you knew better, you do better. And what you think is what you know. And if you don't know anything and you just assuming or you just speculating, you're going to hurt yourself. That's foolish. To hurt yourself, having anxiety for some shit you don't even know. You don't even know, like, you don't know. Like, you don't know shit. You in a relationship and you don't know if it's real or not. You don't know if, you know what I mean? It's like you don't know. You don't know if you want to get married, but you just got the opportunity to get married. Like, you don't know if you want to do something, which is a good thing, but you just don't know. I mean, what do you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you don't know things, when you kind of unsure, like when you're on autopilot, shit, things just gonna work themselves out, and things don't work themselves out. Even like not saying something is saying something. Not doing something is doing something. You know what I'm saying? On and on. Show actions like you scared because you don't know what to do. Best thing you can do is try something. You learn by doing. Like I say, it's like a last example I'm use. Like I said, it's like a wolf or a coyote or a hyena or some big ass animal that cross your path. Okay? It's scaring the shit out you looking at this beast, but at the same right, this beast is about the same scared as you. This beast ain't never been this close to a human being. You ain't never been this close to a motherfucking animal. You know, yes, animals can kill and attack, but in some cases, animals are different. They just want to be, they could just enjoy this moment that they're having a human connection with. Like, whatever it is, it's a beast. Somebody has to be the alpha. So it better be you, human being. Show some type of dominance. Even if you just kicking and spitting and screaming and throwing shit at it, shit, just let that motherfucker know you the dominant here. You're not scared of it. If it scares you and it feeds off that shit, then you're gonna get ate. You're gonna get bit. It's gonna just run towards you, not really bite you, but just scare you off. Cause you know, and overall, like in reality, that's what's happening here. You know what I mean? Like you could be scared or whatever. You face your fear. You scared of heights. Well, face your fear of heights by flying. You scared of heights, then obviously you ain't flying too many places, and if you can't fly too many places, that means you ain't going far. You know, you scared to, I don't know, fuck with dogs or fuck with animals, or well, that means you ain't going to no zoo. That means you're not really gonna learn too much about the world around you and the animals and shit in it. Like, face your fear. You can't swim. Well, shit, learn how to swim. Face your fear of water. Whatever your fear is, face it head on. Why? Otherwise, it's gonna consume you, feminine. When it comes to masculine, you just scared that something is gonna happen. Stop thinking about it. What you think about, you're gonna bring about. You scared that what you doing ain't helping nothing, or it's, you know, you're thinking this shit. It ain't so. Okay? What you probably thinking is probably farthest from the truth. You know what I'm saying? But if you think it long enough, wherever you thinking, whatever's got you scared or in fear, you keep thinking that shit long enough, you're gonna start feeling that's what it is. Right now, you just think that what it is. Don't let it. You start thinking to where it's where you. I feel it. Like I know. I hear that a lot from Maurice. I just know. Do you know? Or are you thinking? I mean, I don't know. What you don't know then. So quit thinking like that, because you're already feeling like what you thinking. Shit. No. Ain't what you think is what you know. Start knowing shit. How do you start knowing shit? Seven of Swords. That's truth. So how do you want to get truth from somebody? You start telling the truth. You start telling the truth, it's going to create the atmosphere for truth to get told around this motherfucker. Whatever you want, you do it first. And it's going to come to you. You start acting nice to somebody, they're going to start acting nice to you. You're going to start being friendly to somebody, they're going to start being friendly to you. You start being an ass to somebody, somebody going to start being an ass to you. Whatever you giving out, it's going to come back on you. All right, let's keep with it. Masculine, you in regards to yourself personally, you got the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is homeostasis. Homeostasis is a D. A D is 60%. A passing stance is the Riri card, the Seven of Pentacles, R-E-R-E. We'll jump into that if it come out, but Five of Pentacles is the Dark Night of the Soul. That's a F. This is D. You know, D, homeostasis, Six of Pentacles basically represents life after failure, life after the end of something. Like I say, Ten of Wands, masculine. You obviously had to lay something down or put an end to something that you was passionate about for you to embrace this new course you're going on, or embrace this miracle or dream come true or this wish granted that didn't happen in your life. That's kind of put a stick in your little program. Like I say, you don't plan on divine love. So if you do get in union with your twin, reunion with your twin, or you recognize your twin for the first time, it's gonna throw you off guard. Like I say, twins smack into each other. You meeting your twin flame in recognition is the equivalent of like you're the best skater in all the fucking land, or you're the best dancer in all the fucking land, or you're the best shooter in the whole fucking land. Like you're the best. You're the best. Like you're DJ fucking Khaled, right? And it's like every night you dance, you got dance fever. You win every championship there is. You a best shooter. Every event you go to shooting, you win everything. Everybody know you gonna win. All of a sudden, it's like you go to this event and meet your match. This particular night at the club, somebody smoked your boots. They dance circles around your bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? They really got dance fever. You the best shooter. It's like somebody outshoot your shot. It's like you hit a bullseye. It's like beat that bitch, and it's like she shoot the bullet you shot in your shit. Like she shoot and hit your bullet. You know what I mean? And you're like, hey, it's the same fucking shot. That don't mean she won. It's like, yeah, dude, who the fuck shoots another bullet? Like that's some, yeah, you met your match. It's like you smoke your opponent. It's like when you run to your masculine or you run to your feminine, it's like you run to somebody with your swag. You run to somebody who you. And it just catch you off guard. Like, yo, what the fuck? Like, who is you? You know what I'm saying? Like, how you learn how to do that? Like, teach me. Or you just, like I say, all pride and ego. You won't acknowledge that they're better than you. Or they know more than you. Or you write them off as a fluke and nothing special and shit. Like, that's how you meet your twin. That's what this twin flame situation is. And Six of Pentacles represents mediocreness, regularity. It's the shit. Masculines, you try to pull on your feminine to bring them down to this low ass energy that is the Six of Pentacles, which you feel secure at. So saying all this shit to say this: abnormity, like averageness, normalities. Masculine, you use normality as a badge of honor to bring your divine feminine down a notch or two. Say that shit 2 times. Divine masculine, you use regularity or normality as a badge of fucking honor or your go-to trump card to bring your divine feminine from here, because she out of this world with the shit. You can be a she can be a he, you not be walking. To here, the Six of Pentacles, where you at? Where normal people at? It's like, yeah, you do all this shit online, but what you doing in the real world? Yeah, you helping everybody behind a computer, but who you really helping in the public? Like, when the last time you fed the homeless? Like, when the last time you've touched the people? When the last time you know what I'm saying, came from your little ivory tower down to the trenches where people really need you to do some real work out here? Like, that's not saying low level basic shit, because it's not. That's high priority in a sense, more so than, you know, trying to reach a message globally. But like I say, Divine Feminine is 301, Divine Masculine is 201. He's here in the trenches. You're hitting the world and the global shit, and that's just how y'all twerk. But sometimes your masculine need to bring your ass down to a 2 sometimes, just so, you know what I'm saying, you can really get a taste of what ministry is, get a taste of what, you know, God's work can really be on a physical level, like over here. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the only thing your master can do. Your master is the only person that can bring you down to the Six of Pentacles level. You ain't going backwards, coming down to your twin level. It's like I say, your twin bringing you down there for a reason. Like, hey, yeah, you blowing up, you a superstar, but don't, nigga, humble yourself. Shouty, like, don't get too geeked. Don't get too caught up in the money, too caught up in the followers. Like, anything your master gonna bring your ass right to reality. Because that's what they're there to do. And they teach you about yourself through the actions and shit that you're doing. So that's all your master know. Like, he cool, everything okay. Six of Pentacles is really okay. When it comes to your masculine, he okay. He doing okay. He okay with what you doing. As far as are y'all cool or not, y'all okay. It's just he's saying okay to everything. It's okay. You're like, well, is anything great going on? Like, is anything good going on? Is anything super going on? Like, it's okay shit ain't okay with me. And that's just where you at with your master. Like, he just in an okay swag. And you just like, okay. Even though, what's great though? What's good? What's popping? Like, what's cracking? Like, this good shit is okay, but let's get on some great shit today, please. So, like, last example I'm using, move on. It's like Chris Tucker in Fifth Element when he was talking to Corbin Dallas, Bruce Willis and shit. And every time Ruby Rod, played by Chris Tucker, asked, Corbin Dallas a question, he just hit the nigga with the one-liners. Like, how are you doing today? This great day. He's like, peachy. He's like, are you feeling super green today? He's just like, I'm good. And every time he gave like a one-word answer, Ruby Rod just got mad. And he was like, commercial. He's smoking a cigarette like, how was it? He was like, nigga, it was bad. Nigga, it had no pizzazz. It had no nothing. Nigga, like, fuck. Next time I ask you a question, can you please use more than a 2-word vocabulary? Like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the feminine. Was Ruby Rod not a feminine person in that motherfucking shit? Was Bruce Willis not acting like a masculine? That type of shit. Yeah, it's okay to be okay, but nigga, fuck. We need a little bit more than okay. Masculine, you're starting to see that through the actions and behavior of your divine feminine. Wrapping this up, future final row. We got the 5 of Pentacles. This is Dark Night of the Soul. It's going without something. 4 of Pentacles is holding on too tight to some shit or being scared to let some shit go. 5 of Pentacles is the shit you had to let go. Sometimes it's hard to say goodbye to shit. Sometimes it's hard to let go of an old situation, of a comfortable situation, of a okay situation. But hey, fuck that. We grow. We all get to a 6 of Pentacles from a 5 of Pentacles. It sucks being at the 5 of Pentacles, but it happens to the best of us. We all lose people. We all lose. Like, we don't take losses, we take lessons. We fail, but we're not failures. But we do fail. You know what I mean? But everybody takes failures. Everybody goes through shit. Everybody has a bad day. Everybody falls the fuck off, but we all bounce the fuck back. And feminine, you're going to learn what a bounce back is. Or feminine, you're going to bounce back in an area that, is kind of looking a little bad. Clarifying the 5 of Pentacles is the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is the Pimp Cup Chronicles. It's something in you that needs to come out and give to the world. 6 of Cups is being saucy. That's being all that. Everybody's all that. We're all God's children. We all loved by God. We're all born the same way. We all born with the same gifts and the same love and the same opportunities as everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter if you was born a king or an orphan, like, we're human beings, so we all got the same fucking story. So we're all the same. But we're all different, but we're all the same. 7 of Cups, that's, like I say, differentiating the fact that you aren't like everybody else, that you are stepping into your own personal identity, your own personal shtick. Every human being got something to bring to the world. And 7 of Cups is just bringing that shit to the world. So due to the fact that you are all that in a bag of chips, feminine, that you actually bringing something to the world, to the table and shit, it's going to get you out this dark night of the soul that you're in. And final card in this message, masculine, you got the 3 of Pentacles. This is a bridge. This is you and somebody doing some shit. In order for you and somebody to do some shit masculine, you're going to have to bring some shit to the table. But remember, whoever you're doing shit with masculine, they're going to have something to bring to the table. You're usually messing with situations to where the people who you're dealing with ain't got shit to bring to the table and they take from you. So you have nothing to bring to the table and they have what you had and you're all fucked up. To where when true love comes or a real situation comes, you so scarred and scorned from your last bridge you built, you scared to build another bridge with another person. Hey, just know who you fucking with next time before you start building bridges. You just start to learn who you dealing with. You're starting to see the world for what it really is and people for who they really are. And finally, who your twin flame really is. Like, why you two are even here in the first place. But that's the message that I got. If you need me, holler at me. We got about 24 more hours of this special that I got going on for 420. It's $50 life coaching. It's 3 unlimited time readings, 1 low price of $50. A lot of people fucking with it. Hey, I'm extending that time till tomorrow. So 24 hours from now, you got to book that. And if it's the first time reading from you, like from you to me, $25 for all first timers. You know what I'm saying? Virgins and shit like that. But that's my time. I'll holler at y'all. Love all y'all. Subscribe. Tell your friends about me. I'll holler at y'all in a minute. Deuces.